What's up, guys? Today we're going to check out another subwoofer. This one is from ELAC. This is the DS1200. A shout out to Audio Device and ELAC for providing me with this subwoofer so I can bring you guys this review. So if you guys want to pick up anything that I'm mentioning in this video, you can do it at audioadvice.com. This looks like it's double boxed, so it's a box in a box. So on the top, I think this is probably the grill. So yeah, this is the grill. It looks like it connects with the little pegs. So not magnetic, but you should get a pretty solid connection. So there's two of them because this is a dual pose subwoofer, so one for each side. And here we have the quick start guide, and then we also have some spiked feet. And then also we have the power cable. So it's pretty heavy. One thing that I've been kind of trying to check out on the channel is just getting these really good small form factor subwoofers. And this one was recommended in one of the videos I did recently. But you can see that this is nicely packaged, nicely wrapped up. And we got the gloss black version. So look at that, that's real nice. Very nice. So what we got here are the dual opposed 12-inch drivers on each side. So we got one here, and then we got one on the opposite side right there. And let me get some light on this. And we can see, if you look at the surround on this is what they call their hex technology. So I guess this is supposed to help it sound very linear, so very clean sounding, I suppose. Per their website, the driver itself is a sandwich aluminum cone, so it's got composite paper on both sides, on the front and in the back of the driver, and in the center is actually aluminum, so it's an aluminum sandwiched driver with composite paper. And again, this is a 12-inch driver, one on each side, so dual opposed. And the sub does have a frequency response in room per their specs of 14 hertz, down 14 hertz up to 150 hertz. So I would expect this to dig pretty nicely in the home theater. And you can see here on the bottom, basically it's just a flat front. We got the ELAC logo right there on the front. This is kind of like a bent aluminum. And on the very bottom, there's an LED light that will shine down on the floor. So instead of having LEDs kind of like facing on the top of the subwoofer or anywhere on the front, where it can be distracting in your theater room or in your living room, this one will shine down and just make the bottom of the subwoofer glow, which is really nice. Nice little thought. And then we got the 4 feet here. You can add those included spikes if you want to couple this to your floor. But the finish is really nice. It's got a really nice black gloss finish. There is a very minimal orange peel effect. It's not perfect. It's not like Mercedes paint, but it's pretty close. No scratches at all, no micro scratches. So it's really, unfortunately, the first time we take a microfiber cloth to it's probably gonna scratch, but right now it's perfect. All right, so around back, we get the bash amplifier, which is rated at 1200 watts or 2400 watts peak. We have in and out XLR connectors, so that's a nice touch. Also unbalanced RCA connections. This does have a wireless receiver built in, so if you want to pick up ELAC's wireless transmitter, all you will need is just that one part. You won't need 2 parts, so that'll cut down on the wires going to the subwoofer if you want to go that route. We got the volume control. We got your 12-volt trigger, service port, Ethernet jack, and then we have the power inlet, and then the main on and off switch. All right, so size-wise, like I said, this is a fairly small subwoofer. The smallest width, we're looking at about 13¼ inches wide at the front, because this is in a trapezoidal configuration. And then at the widest point, we're looking at about 18 and maybe 18¾ Height-wise, from floor to the top of the subwoofer, it's about 16½. And then depth-wise, we're also looking at about 16¼ Now, just a quick bit of trivia. ELAC was the first subwoofer brand to come out with app controlled. I used to think it was SVS, but it was actually ELAC. So you can download the app on either iOS or Android. You can control all the features within the subwoofer, and there's also room correction built in as well. So I'm gonna be very interested to check that out. Now, I've only got one of these on hand for review. Usually I have two, so I'm gonna get this set up in the home theater. If it's not enough to really pressurize the theater, I'm gonna bring it out here in the living room setup. This is a smaller room, which I'm sure is gonna be more than enough for just this room. But I'll give it a shot in the theater. Let's go ahead, get this thing set up and try out the app.